coolest thing about this band, in my opinion, is how well we know each other musically and personally, and that's what's cool. It's not necessarily like the melodies or the pockets or, any one little thing.
I'm Nathan, a former burnt-out corporate finance employee turned creative, pursuing my dreams by building a cinematic interview series with my favorite musicians. As the digital world leans further into shorter, trendier, and more trivial content, we're doing just the opposite here at Sonic Journeys. In this episode, we had the pleasure of visiting Melbourne, Australia to interview Surprise Chef of Big Crown Records. The contemporary instrumental jazz, funk, and cinematic soul group based in Coburg is made up of 5 talented musicians and best friends, whose camaraderie and shared vision shine through as a driving force in both their music and daily lives. Join us as we explore the humor, spirit, and depth of these artists and their local communities while visiting their home, pubs, community radio stations, bakeries, and record stores. Welcome to Melbourne. Heading into our trip to Melbourne, our knowledge of Australian culture was mostly shaped by the usual cliches. But with 2 packed days ahead alongside Surprise Chef, a band I've long admired and one of the more respected names in the modern funk and soul scene, we hoped to tap into something deeper. What we discovered was a story about friendship, camaraderie, in a city where music still lives and thrives in physical spaces and intimate communities. Before meeting up with the band, we took a couple days to get our bearings in Melbourne, shake off the jet lag, meet with their manager Eleanor, and get a feel for the city. We were down under, driving on the left side of the road, sitting on the right side of the car, and adjusting to the 17-hour time difference. We explored the neighborhoods, got a feel for the pace, and started to understand the energy of the place Surprise Chef calls home.
Yeah, I have something.
Chapter 1. Who is Surprise Chef? We arrived at the old weathered house in Coburg the boys call the College of Knowledge, home to Stucky, Jethro, and Carl. The house wears its history on its sleeve. Creaky floors, eclectic furniture, scavenged sharehouse relics.
This is kind of just there. It's one of the better spoils of war that we got out of that share house.
And musical gear lining every wall.
As you can see, our bathtub is unusable. It's just full of drums.
The College of Knowledge offers a home base for the band where the 5 friends and baby Huey spend time playing 2K in the living room, writing new music, sketching, jamming, recording, and inspiring one another.
Thanks for having us.
No worries. Welcome. Thanks for making the trip.
Oh, and Huddy made this, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah, Huddy made that one.
I love it.
And he made this
Into ceramics?
A little bit, yeah. My housemate's super into ceramics. He's a big nerd. But I just do hand building stuff because the wheel stresses me out because I hate chasing perfection, trying to make things circular. Whereas I much prefer to make things like that. Yeah, just cracked. Yeah.
We started the morning with a walk along Mary Creek, a place the band has honored with the cover for their Friendship EP and the album All News is Good News. On the way, we bumped into a couple of their friends. Not planned, just how things go around here. Even in the quiet, day-to-day moments, you feel how connected everything is. All part of the same rhythm. As we walked through the neighborhood, I asked Andrew about the band's connection to the local scene. Their music feels so embedded in Melbourne, I was curious how deep that connection really runs.
We've been living here for long enough, and we all studied music in Melbourne and, sort of found each other. So it's a special place for us. Yeah, we love it. We love it here.
After some time out in the neighborhood, we found ourselves back at the house listening to tunes. Early afternoon light poured into the living room as the guys settled in, and we picked up where we left off.
It's unfortunately never in order. They're all just in boxes and bags, and because we all do a fair bit of DJing, so the records are always kind of coming in and out.
Can I ask, of all of your records, and this is probably a tough question to answer, but what are your top 5, not necessarily most favorite, but most memorable? Or top 1 or 3 or whatever you think. Some that come to mind.
Yeah, for sure. That's pretty easy. Kind of been moving stuff around lately, so I'll see what I can find. But like, it's fine. Yeah, this would be the one. This is like a very, very special album for me. Karate Boogaloo. So, I want to say Karate Boogaloo maybe made this record in like 2017, which is around the time that Surprise Chef started. I really can't tell you enough how much Karate Boogaloo inspired Surprise Chef and continues to inspire Surprise Chef. And they made this record, and they were showing it to us at the time, like just showing us the recordings, and it was just the dopest shit. And it was like all the stuff that we loved about old music and new music from other parts of the world, but it was like our buddies making it in Melbourne. And
Is this? That's Hudson?
yeah, that's Huddy. Yeah, he used to have
pink hair.
He used to have pink hair.
And short.
And this is and that's Henry, who like records all the Surprise Chef. Yeah, make sure you get a close up of that fucking superstar. that's prime athletic form right there.
I mean, I'm intimidated just looking at that.
Yeah, totally. And yeah, this record was just such a, like, even before anyone heard it and before it got released, we were listening to it so much and it had such an impact on the music that we were making as Surprise Chef, and even just how we were making the music, and involving Henry and Hudson and the stuff that we were doing. And then when Jeff and I started College of Knowledge, it was like this was one of the big things on the agenda. It was like, we got to put that out. Anyway, this is just like a super, super important record that
That's beautiful.
Can't be said enough how much of an impact Karate Boogaloo has and has had on Surprise Chef.
Yeah.
Oh, what's in your glove box, Andrew? It's Jethro.
Let me get close up.
Everywhere.
You can't tell the story of Melbourne's local culture without stopping at A1 Bakery.
Places like A1 where they went gold.
For decades, it's been more than a spot for Lebanese pies and sweets. It's a gathering place. A space where generations of immigrants have carved out community, and where the smell of fresh sitar or the offer of free baklava can bring strangers together.
You got the tire shop in here. Oh, pleasure. Thank you. Thank you so much.
In a city as globalized as Melbourne, places like A1 ground you, reminding you that food and communities are anchors, a place to return to see familiar faces and connect with your neighbors.
Yeah, we just really love the spot. We've just been coming here eating wonderful Lebanese food for a long time. And a lot of the Surprise Chef tunes aren't necessarily written about anything in particular. So when it comes time to naming the tunes, it's like you might as well kind of like devote them to the things that you care about. So that was just an opportunity to express our distinct devotion to the Temple of A1 Bakery.
And what do you know? When you dedicate your art to something you care about, it can end up shaping someone else's life too.
You guys' song is the first time I heard about this place. So.
Oh, nice, man. Appreciate it.
After lunch, the guys take us just down the street to a creative hub that houses offices of several other prominent figures in the Melbourne music and art scene. And home to the authentic College of Knowledge records, the independent record label Stuckey and Jethro started together.
This is kind of like a really important kind of creative space. It's been here for decades longer than we've been around. I think this label Hopestreet Recordings is based here, who really sort of pioneered like the kind of music that we make before we started making it. Huddy made lots of records in the studio downstairs. We've mixed a bunch of Surprise Chef stuff in here in Bob's studio, and we just got an office here to it's a little bit disorderly, but
This is a poster in the corner of like Jethro and my first band together when we were in uni. You can see we were playing with Karate Boogaloo.
yeah.
Way back, way before Surprise Chef started. I reckon that was like the biggest Hiatus Cody show up until the time. That was like right when Hiatus Cody were like, it's like the most important feeling musical moment that I've kind of been a part of, I think.
and we were all in music school, and Hiatus had put out this record called Talk Tomahawk that kind of seemed to change the sensibilities of anyone playing that kind of music in this city kind of overnight.
Yeah.
This place has a particularly strong history, turbulent, beautiful history, lots of people coming and going, making cool things, living life.
Needs to be protected at all costs.
Yeah, unfortunately, it won't be. But it's kind of the nature of these things. They're going to be transient. They're here while they're here, and then they're gone. But yeah, one by one, they're all being replaced by apartments, which is what happens.
Yeah, it was our first studio. Jeff and I had this tiny little room in the windows, and when we got kicked out of our spot in East Brunswick, I think Jethro went to stay with his girlfriend, and I kind of just slept in the studio. And it was super, super sketchy because there was like no fire exit, and there's no natural light, and there's no like ventilation. Just like a couch in this tiny little room. It was there for me when I needed it.
Yeah.
Chapter 2, Embrace Community and Prosper. From there, we head to Fitzroy, one of Melbourne's most vibrant and eclectic neighborhoods, and home to a record shop that's played a pivotal role in the city's soul and funk revival. Chris Gill, the godfather of Melbourne funk, has been running this place for over 2 decades. It's a reminder that community doesn't need an app or website, just a shared passion and a place to convene with fellow music lovers.
Especially musicians, it's a real place of musicians meeting each other for the first time.
Northside Records is the heartbeat of the Melbourne funk scene. The moment you walk in, you feel the energy beaming from the fluorescent blue walls and see the history in the rafters of all the talented musicians that have visited.
This is Hudson Whitlock in 2011.
Yeah.
There he is, little Huddy.
Little short hair too.
Yeah. And that's the sort of members, they're the members of Karate Boogaloo.
Yeah.
This is them when they were 16 in 2011. Hey, Huddy, was it the DAP?
That's the
Emmanuel Cicciolini?
That was in the ad? No.
The first 45.
Oh yeah, that was the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, this is it. This is where it began.
I tell you the best soul record.
What is that? 45, mate. This is that poster. This is the record.
Yeah.
Can we throw it on?
Yeah, sure.
Sounds like we would have brought this in, this copy in 2013, and it's just still sitting here unsold.
You bought a bunch.
Hey, maybe we brought 5 copies.
Hey, we sold 4.
Carl
the Snow! Look at all this. For baby shots.
There's no way.
Look
That's
at
you?
Yeah, if we go
Wow.
baby shot, that's cute.
Is that your
Was
first?
this 10 years ago?
This is that that was 10 years ago. This was 2014.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure which one to get. Are they ones?
In a world that's constantly moving towards the virtual, Northside reminds you of what can only happen in person and why these spaces need to be cherished. Most record stores are just stores. Northside is different. A place where music isn't just bought, it's passed on, face to face, like a secret worth sharing. One of Northside's long-running traditions is the 6 o'clock funk report, Chris's way of spotlighting new records hitting the shelves.
Oh, surprise! I didn't see you there. Welcome to the 6 o'clock funk report. It's a wild, wild party. We got it going on, showing the records, boys. Record store days.
It's a signature call to the community. Come get your funk.
Uber Beats. Oh, right
Uber
on.
Beats.
Thank you, sir. You're the best. Dude, compadre. Yes.
Yo. Sorry we're running a little late.
Nice.
I thought it was like
12.
I thought it was 18. This is one of those.
Oh shit.
As the night settled in, the house took on a different rhythm. In the living room, Huddy and Stucky sketched, listened to unreleased music, and riffed. Out back, Jethro and Andrew grilled with beers in hand. Carl gave baby Huey his well-deserved attention. What more could you ask for?
Yeah, it's more like a deli.
gathered around the table for a family-style meal. Grilled sausage and bread, lamb, a feta and beet salad, and some cold beers.
Sausage and bread is an Australian thing?
Well,
Or is it a surprise chef special?
I guess so. No, like, I mean, I don't know who else would be depraved enough to make a whole meal out of a sausage with a slice of white bread.
Where are you guys most excited to visit on your next tour?
Have you ever played in Detroit?
Okay.
Detroit would be cool. You know, there's so much music that we love and music that we've digested and is now kind of like an intrinsic part of what we do. That's from Detroit, but we've never been there. So that's going to be really special.
For me, it's Chicago. I can't wait to go back to Chicago.
Yeah, true. Chicago. Great city. I really do.
People were so lovely. We rocked up in this amazing street party. Had this incredible street party. Everyone was just so friendly. And it was also that warm. Everyone was outside, partying. You know, beautiful. It was a real magical city. Everyone there was really kind. And not saying other cities that they weren't, but it was I don't know, something really special that we experienced.
I think I've heard you play that show before.
What was it?
Oh, I don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if you played that before.
Chapter 3. Recreation is the education. After a good night's sleep and full stomachs from the night before, we kicked off the morning with a proper Aussie combo. Coffee, Vegemite toast, and a bit of footy in the park.
That's not a full size.
I'm going to attempt to take this right now. Yeah, we're going to hold it.
Make sure this little documentary reflects that none of us are actually any good at football.
No,
We don't want to
we're all
front like
athletes. We'll do like a
this is some shit that we're really good at. Kong's the only one who can play.
we'll do like a really quick edit. We'll do like a really quick edit where it's like just us catching the ball, maybe like a slow motion like
Yeah, exactly.
tackle.
Yeah, bit of
like
a hero.
a regular motion, but we'll just slow it down.
Some hero shit.
Okay, money at it, stick at it, okay, cuss at it, okay, bitch at it, okay, hustle at it, okay, drip at it, okay, Harlem boy, bitch I dead at it, okay, money at it, stick at it, okay, cuss at it.
Yes, Jetpack.
Okay, bitch at it, okay, hustle at it, okay, drip at it, okay, Harlem boy, bitch I dead at it, okay, that one for my niggas who done been at it, ayy, trapping for so long, my life a real cash, okay, Montclair on my back, they say I'm real handsome, okay, go somewhere and I'm done, she call me Danny Phantom, bitch I'm big nasty, my man bitch daddy.
Now that we've got our exercise out of the way, it's back to the basics. Pints and pool at Punter's Club. A Melbourne staple through the 80s and 90s, it closed in 2002 and cycled through pizza bars and nightclubs before being reborn in August 2024. New look, same soul.
Just that first sip. Jesus, settle. Fuck, there's a bar.
GG's, gentlemen. It pains me to say, but there was a clear pool hierarchy that day, and I wasn't at the top. We grabbed the big mafia roundtable for another family-style meal. Kangaroo schnitzels all around. That's right, you heard me correctly. Kangaroo schnitzels. Don't worry, they're considered a bit of a pest in Australia, so we're just doing our part.
On Thursday, Arvo. Probably doing something heaps less fun.
Over lunch, the band opened up about their recent project scoring a film live and how that compared to the creative process behind building their latest album, Superb.
You know, our music is very much influenced by film scores. We did it for this series called Hear My Eyes, and I said that something from the Australian New Wave would be appropriate. I hadn't actually seen Wake and Fright. Some of us had. I think Jethro had seen it, but all of us were aware of it and its place in like, you know, the Australian cultural identity. Especially given that the main subject matter of the film is the Australian cultural identity.
Yeah. Will you have a drink?
No, I'm toying with this one, thanks.
Well, drink it down, I'll buy another.
Look, I'm flat broke and I can't afford to drink.
What's that going to do with it, man? I said I'd buy you a drink. You don't have to buy me one. Now drink it down.
So yeah, it was a really, really awesome pairing, and I think from start to finish, we all really appreciated that pairing. Like, we felt really connected to the material.
That also specifically, Wake and Fright, I'm sure you're all the same. Like, we worked on it for about 3 months, multiple days a week, trial and error, like new ideas, like seeing what works, and then it just culminated in a performance, and then that was it. Whereas up until that point, a lot of our work has been like, work on this thing, record it, and then it becomes a thing that you can keep sharing.
Yeah.
And we will record the Wake and Fright stuff at some point, but it felt very strange to like do the performance, and it was like, well, whoever was there, and then you saw it.
Yeah. We've always been very process orientated when it comes to making records, like kind of thinking about what we want the outcome to be, and then thinking about how we can make the process kind of do that and get us there in the most effective way. We wanted to make something that felt like the antithesis of that. We wanted to make something that felt light and felt spontaneous and felt kind of goofy and fun in the ways that wasn't appropriate to approach Wake and Fright. So yeah, we just wanted to like, you know, use the process as a bit of an instrument in itself, and kind of, you know, what would it be like if instead of thinking really intensely about the music, we tried to take a step back and just focus on what feels good. And in that respect, that was kind of like the entire concept around Superb. And it's why we called it Superb, because we just wanted to make a record that was superb. Yeah. We didn't want to necessarily say anything in particular or like broach any forward-thinking new ground. We just wanted to make something that felt fucking superb.
You can't understand how strong Melbourne's music community is without honoring and respecting community radio like PBS, a second home for several of the band members as they've grown on their musical journey. They welcomed us with open arms.
I think it's probably the foundation of education with soul music, and more than soul music, but so many great presenters, so many great shows, eclectic taste, and no rotation that presenters need to abide by. Mm-hmm. So I feel like it allows them to get even deeper into their own niche. Especially hosts like Manchild and Goldie have really influenced us in the music that we hear and are inspired by.
Here we go. Yeah, Karate Boogaloo, best band in the universe.
So very broadly, if you're a musician or a band or releasing music, then PBS will be supporting that. Mm. Yeah. That's one of the first very achievable and very impactful ways to get your music out. as a local artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, unlike larger, more commercial radio stations, it's just, fundamentally accessible. You can get the email of the person who runs your favorite show and send them your track, and they are highly likely to just play it. You don't need a seat at the table, or you don't need to hire a publicist or a radio pitcher to kind of get your music heard. You can just get it straight out there, and you can come and show up and knock on the door and come in and introduce yourself and make a connection that way. Way before we were in Surprise Chef, we would, burn our band's CD and like come in and put it in the pigeonholes. The vibe was always you just come to the station and the volunteer at the desk would just show you where the lockers are and you could just put the CDs in whoever's locker you thought might play it, The idea of just getting your music played on the radio is such a cool thing. Like that's the be all end all. It's like driving in your car and hearing your song come on the radio. And the fact that it's that accessible that you can just walk in and no matter who you are, you can pop your CD in the letterbox is, it's not taken for granted.
Ernie's doing his show at the moment in the other studio.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we? Ernie, what's going on?
Killing it. Crushing it, Ernie.
Fuck yeah.
That's sick. You never know what's going to be on the doorstep.
Back at the college, we were treated to a surprise on the front porch.
We shall bump it.
Yeah, baby.
A box of freshly minted 45s from Brent,
really good.
Hudson's solo project.
They look way better IRL.
Hell yeah! Look at that.
Like the design looks way better IRL than the photos. You know what I mean? Like, I was worried that there wouldn't be like detailed or something.
Yeah.
Like it'd be not blurry, but just like not
crisp.
Yeah, not crisp. Yeah.
Dude, this is crisp as a fucking crisp.
And the tiny font is good at the bottom.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Congrats, dude.
Yeah,
nice one, Huddy. Congrats, buddy.
Congrats to all of us.
This package represents more than creative expression. It's a physical reminder of what it means to have a support group around you like these 5 friends do.
Nice. Should we put it on? See how it sounds?
Oh.
See if we want to make any changes to the arrangement. Sounds pretty good.
In and it ends the way it started, with music, friendship, and something new on the doorstep. What stood out most for me wasn't just the band, it was everyone we met. A city full of people committed to their craft and just as committed to each other. In a world moving faster and more digital by the day, Melbourne reminds you what's possible when you prioritize community, when you build physical spaces where people can connect, collaborate, and grow. Surprise Chef lives that truth. Their friendship isn't just background noise, it's the heartbeat of the music. And it left us thinking, maybe the real creative process isn't about perfection, it's about people.
Good.
I'm Nathan Pratt. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, like, subscribe, and follow along for more sonic journeys. Cheers.
Thanks, man.